this growing refugee crisis. More than 1 million people, so many of them children, have fled Ukraine in the face of this Russian violence. Thousands more on the move, desperate to get out of this country quickly. David Muir, World News Tonight anchor there on the border in Poland. David, these stories you are hearing, they are just heartbreaking.
They really are, Cecilia, and another extraordinary scene playing out right here this morning. Another train has just arrived here at the train station. We're just across the border here from Ukraine in Poland. You can see the families here gathering, hundreds of mothers and their young children getting off this train here just this morning. Inside this train station, the scope of the need is crushing. So many of the mothers telling me they spent 22 hours on trains just to get here. One mother saying her children slept on the floor of the train. They tell their children they'll be going home soon. But then those parents admit to me they don't know if that's true.
This morning, these are the faces of the growing humanitarian crisis here. Children who have left their homes behind. They have just crossed the border. The UN now says there are more than 1 million refugees and that half of them are children. And we hear the cries. The frightened children, the boy crying to his mother, saying, "I am tired. I am so tired." So many of these families traveling for days.
It's just an extraordinary thing to witness here. The train has arrived from Ukraine here in Poland. You can see the baby here in this carriage. So many young children brought by their families to safety. And as you walk through the crowd here, you can see the sheer number of families who've arrived here. Children with their winter coats, but little else. Many parents telling me it was simply too dangerous to stay. Some had been hiding in basements for days.
2 young mothers, sisters, who escaped Ukraine with their children.
What has this journey been like?
They tell me this is their fate. What else can we do? We have to keep our children alive. We ask about the fathers.
Have either of them stayed behind to fight the Russians?
Alla says her husband is not in the army, but yes, he stayed behind to fight.
You believe you will go back home? Yeah.
Like so many of the children we met here, their children carry stuffed animals too. Alexei and his favorite dog.
Yes,
I do. Yes, you do. You have your dog.
And this family from Ukraine's second largest city, Kharkiv, under assault from the Russians.
You came all the way from Kharkiv.
Yeah.
They told me they could hear the bombs, the missiles landing all around them.
The rocket just.
It's terrifying. And you tried to stay as long as you could?
My father is still in Ukraine because he can't leave this country.
She fears for her father's life.
I hope that Ukraine will
Survive,
yes, you will.
but you don't know.
And we come to home, our Ukraine.
We head into this room where we find strangers who've come from all over holding signs. A couple from Denmark holding their sign. They have room for 8 persons, free.
Then we all go together.
You have offered to take people with you.
Yes,
What made you decide to do this?
because we needed to do something.
There is so much need here. A little boy sleeping on a bench in the middle of the train station, and families unsure where they'll sleep tomorrow.
That's an unanswerable question for so many of these families. And as I look behind me, even again here this morning, you can see they arrive here with just a backpack over their shoulders. I saw one little boy a moment ago carrying just a paper bag with the belongings they could bring with them. And of course, they have no idea where they're going to end up. You know, overnight, we had so many messages sent my way on Instagram and Twitter, social media, asking the same question over and over again from Americans back home. How can we help? If you'd like to help, you can reach out to unicefusa.org/ABC. We put all the information online for you there. But again, Cecilia, if you think about this, 1 week in, 1 million refugees already.
hard to wrap your head around that number, David. Thank you. And of course, you're going to have the latest on world news tonight. Also, you're bringing us a special edition of 2020 Putin's War, the battle to save Ukraine. That is tonight at 8 Eastern right here on ABC.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.